rightful owners. So they turn it over to us. We inventory them, and we try to find you for 2 years. If we can't find you after 2 years, we sell these items, but we hold the money in your name. We don't take the money. We hold the money in your name indefinitely and try to find you. Now, we do not sell military medals or family heirloom items. We keep those. Those are treasures to that family, and we don't sell them. We don't destroy them. And we're actually fairly successful at reuniting, finding those families and getting those items back to them.
I bet you find some really interesting things that some you can talk about, some you can't, but
we have we receive a lot of, occasionally the boxes come in and have a lot of baseball cards and football cards. I remember last fall we had a 1953 Mickey Mantle baseball card come in 1 year off his rookie season. I think we had a Sandy Koufax card in there that may have been from his rookie season. Some of those are, and we actually found those owners and got those cards back to them. But if we don't, we of course we're limited on ball space, so we'll sell these items, and then we'll hold the money in your name, and it's there in the unclaimed property program. We set a new record this last year. We returned over 14.5. We were up 34% on our property dollars returned, over 40% on the number of claims returned to Kansas. We have $14.5 million of unclaimed property returned to Kansans, but we have over $208 million of unclaimed property statewide, over 20 million of that just in Sedgwick County. So we'd like to find the rightful owners, get this back to them, especially safe deposit box contents. You know, we want you to check because there may be important documents or family items that you need to get back, and we want to get that back to you. This helps us raise awareness for that.
What are people doing that wrong that they don't either communicate to their children or grandchildren? And I understand that to a point because we found things when our mom died a couple of years ago. And
it's important to keep lists of all your properties so you can tell your children, grandchildren, or others where your property is located, where your safe deposit boxes are, what insurance policies you have. We receive hundreds of thousands of dollars each year of unclaimed property that are insurance payments where we can't find the policy owner, may be passed, can't find the policy owner, or can't find the policy owner's heirs. So hundreds of thousands of dollars of insurance payments are turned over to us each year just because of that. So it's important to keep lists, and then our staff recommends that in your safe deposit box, have a piece of paper in there that has your name, your current address, and your social security number on there, and that will help us to find you. And if we do find you and your social security number matches with the one on the box, it makes it easier for us to return that to you. If your parents are elderly, well, I also urge you to check for your parents because it's much easier to get the property back to them now than it is after they pass, when we have to go through the paperwork for an estate.
Yeah. I'm sure this is pointed well at you. The other thing is that it's a little bit easier, isn't it, for your office? You're taking advantage, obviously, the internet.
Right.
Is that just recent, or have you been doing that for years? I just haven't paid.
I sold it as our first contractor that helps us sell online with eBay. It's a great relationship because they give us access to a worldwide market. It used to be occasionally they would have an auction, you'll have a ballroom at a local hotel and have an open outcry auction, and had trouble selling a lot of these items because it just didn't have the market there. Now we have access to a worldwide market, which helps us get the best value for the real rightful owner of this property, because this is not the state's property, it's your property. We want to do the best job we can protecting your property interest.
It helps it. Why not, at what point can any of this go into the general fund, or, I was asking you about that, so.
We don't take ownership. The state of Kansas does not take ownership of your money in unclaimed property. The unclaimed property program is one of the first consumer protection laws in Kansas. It's been there 31 years now. The idea is just because someone doesn't have your current address doesn't mean they get to keep your money. And that's why we take it and protect it for you on your behalf. I'm the state treasurer, and it's my duty to hold that, to have custody of that money and hold it in trust and safekeeping for you. And we value private property rights in our country, and we're very reluctant to have the state take ownership. But when we do unclaimed property stops in places like Goodland and Baxter Springs, it's typical for someone to come in and find a property that's been there 27, 28 years. And so we think eventually we find most people, and it's not our property. The state does earn the interest off the unclaimed property, but it's not the state's money, it's your money, and we're there to safeguard it for you.
What am I leaving out that I should be asking? Maybe thinking of anything that comes to your mind that you think
Well,
would help
you know,
register?
reemphasize, we don't sell military medals, we don't
Right.
sell family heirloom items. In fact, I'm very proud of our staff. A member of my staff said that the things we handle that are the most valuable are the things we can't sell. And that those items are treasures to those families, and we work hard to find those families. But if people will check, go online to kansascash.com, and see if they have their property there. That's the best way to get this back as quickly as possible. Small claims can be handled paperless, and our staff is very friendly, and we work hard to get this money back to you. Okay,
I do appreciate it.
thank you.